Hey, what's up everybody? It's I'm a little late on this video, I know. I had some things over the weekend that I was a little busy with, but I'm still sending out a video, of course. Okay, so let's start. It's 3:11 p.m. right now as I'm recording this, and I wanted to talk about just I guess my dreams, or a dream in particular. I thought it'd be funny to talk about it just because so I think growing up I've always had this ever since I was a kid, I had very vivid dreams that I would remember. And I know now as an adult, sometimes when I talk to some people, I ask them if they remember their dreams, and they usually don't. And I do, and I think I'm really lucky to, or sometimes I'm not lucky to, and sometimes our dreams are too vivid and they're too scary. But I don't think I got here with without practice and not really knowing it was practice. But now that I've kind of practiced this way to remember my dreams for, I don't know, 20 something years, I think I've gotten to the point where I can comfortably wake up and still remember my dream. Sometimes, not all the time. Well, I guess the methods that I used to do, sometimes I would remember things. I remember as a teenager, I'd remember something, and then I would wake up in the middle of the night, and instead of going back to sleep right away, I would try my hardest to remember the dream. So I would repeat the dream over and over and over in my head until I would like memorize the dream, and either I would go back to sleep, or if it was in the morning, what I would do, the first person I would run into was tell them what my dream was about too, so I wouldn't forget. And I would practice this every day, and I think eventually got to the point where it was kind of easy for me to remember my dreams. And eventually it's making me laugh now because some of these dreams are really silly. Eventually it was just something I kind of had fun with, and I would write them down. Some of them were interesting and some of them were scary. Okay, and then so today we're going to talk about my dream trying to go to outer space, which is hilarious because I'm actually deeply scared of I'm more deeply scared of the idea of space. It's really freaking, it's really scary. It's really scary. So every Sunday I usually go out and have like a friend day out of the week because, like I said, I'm a hermit. So your girl doesn't come out to go hang out. She only comes out like once a week because she's scared of she's scared of the light. So every Sunday I hang out with my friends. We call it Sunday Fun Day. And when we first started hanging out every Sunday, we usually were like saying, okay, well today I'm gonna plan a day. The next week you're gonna plan a day, and then the third day you plan something, and we can all go out and do something. So that's kind of how it started. So it was like around the time when we first started like hanging out consistently every Sunday. So we would do different things. We tried rollerblading, hilarious because we went out to the store, bought rollerblades, and not once did we come back and try them again. So I now have rollerblades chilling at my house that I need to try out. And I do practice once in a while, but I'm terrible. I used to rollerblade as a kid, and for some reason I thought it was gonna be like riding a bike, and it's not because I don't remember anymore, and I'm terrible. So in my dream it was the same thing. We I guess I'm bougie in my dream, but on Sunday, in my dream on Sunday Fun Day, we were going to, what was it? I think it might have been Puerto Rico or something for a trip. And we were in the airport, and we all had our tickets ready, and all of us are really excited. So it's me and my two other friends. And I'm at the airport, and bringing in your passport, you like line up, and I'm there waiting in line, and finally like the lady takes my passport. She's about to give me my tickets, and then there's a bunch of flashing lights everywhere. It starts like what is it, flashing red and blue, like, and it's flashing, it's like spinning, and it's like throwing all these sirens around, and I'm just like confused, like what the hell's going on. And then she sounds like that computer. She's like, congratulations, you've won some free tickets to go to outer space. She's like, yeah, you three won some tickets to go to outer space. And and this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it's brought to you by some like academy name. I can't remember, some academy name. And she's like, sit down and like read this pamphlet about like the trip. So then me and my friends are all like gathered together, and I was like, in my head, in the back of my head, because it's weird how if you think about it, when you dream, you're like thinking, right? But then I'm thinking about this thing, and in my dream I'm thinking. So I feel like it's another inception of thinking within thinking, if that makes any sense. So in my dream I'm thinking like, like what the hell? I don't want to go to outer space. Outer space is freaking scary. It's one of my biggest fears. I don't want to go. It's, what am I supposed to do? Go to this, I don't know, ship, blast off, and I'm in the middle of nowhere? What's for? There's nothing in space. I'm just scared. So I tell my friends. In the back of my head, I was like, well, if they go, I'll go. And it's a once in a lifetime experience. So I like kind of made up my mind. I was like, fuck it, I'll go. Because I'm, trying to, I'm like psyching myself out. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna do it. Screw it, I'm gonna do it. If they do it, I'll do it. So we're all huddling together. And I'm telling them, come on, let's go. And both of them are like, nah, we already bought our tickets to go to Puerto Rico. Let's just go to Puerto Rico. And I guess I was surprised, because, it's just a dream, but it was surprising in my dream, because I was like, my friends are usually down to do whatever. We always kind of like in real life we always make these jokes like, screw it, if we're gonna do something scary, we're all gonna do it together. So I guess in my dream I was thinking of the same thing. So finally I was just kind of a shock, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care. It's free tickets. I don't know why I'm at the airport and not at a space. I don't even know how to call it, space airport. I don't know why I'm not in one, but we're gonna go. So finally I tell the lady I'm going, but my friends aren't going. And then she whips out this huge contract that's like like she places it on the table, and the book is so freaking, well, it's a contract. The contract is so thick that I can't see her face anymore. And then she's like, just sign right here, and all the pages like flip like all the way to the end, so it just flips and I don't even have a chance to read it. She's like, sign right here. And then I was like, well, can you talk to me about this trip? She's like, oh yeah, so it's by this like academy for like gifted children, and all these children go up there, and then they have school in space, but then they offer a trip for like a certain amount of people that are really lucky, and you go up there, and then your IQ gets increased because you're going to be studying with these children. And then I was just like, what the heck? Like, I thought this was gonna be like a vacation. I thought I was gonna go party up in space. And then she's like, no, you're gonna go up there. Before you go though, we're gonna make you take these tests. They're gonna test your IQ, and then they're just kind of gonna like round out what you need, like based off of your key. They're gonna figure out how to like increase it and what you need help in and stuff. And I was like, okay, sure. So then while I'm like signing the contract, all these like young children, because I guess they were like young gifted children in school, they're all like lined up in there. And then she's like, okay, well, we're gonna take you to this room where you're gonna take your IQ test, and then from then on we can figure out like what to help you out in, and then we're gonna inform safety instructions about your space travel. It's making me laugh because these dreams are so ridiculous, and this is one of the few ones that's weird, but I've had some weirder dreams. And we walk into this room, and it's just like a row of tables, kind of like if you've remembered in like high school when you take like a computer lab class or something. So it's just these row of tables, and then I sit on the table, and then I realize that my first world problems. I realized that my computer isn't like a fancy, well, it's like not like a normal, simple computer. This is like a 90s Lego block computer that has like the floppy that you have to insert, and I'm just like, what the heck? Like, what kind of IQ test is this? I'm just confused. Like, what tests are we doing? So I sit down, and then like all the children that are in the school are kind of like sitting around me, and and finally she's like, okay, like insert the floppy and then get ready to start your test. So I like insert the floppy, and then the TV turns on, and when the TV turns on, there's like all these like flashing lights and music and all this stuff, and I'm like, what am I what am I watching? It finally gets to like the menu, and it turns out that the menu is like the Sonic the Hedgehog menu. Sonic the Hedgehog menu, and it's like the old school one where it plays the little Sonic song, and then Sonic is um spinning, and then the teacher's like, all right, well, whenever you're ready to take your test, just press start. And I guess I was just like confused or like bewildered, and I was just like, what kind of test is this? Like, I used to play the Sonic game when I was a kid. Like, are we just gonna play games? So then I finally start the test. It's exactly like the old school Sonic game. I'm just like racing through, dodging through everything, you know, going super fast. And then finally I finish it, and then right when I finish it, like the same thing, these like alarm bells start ringing super loud, everything starts flashing, and then I'm just like, what the heck is going on? Everything starts flashing and beeping, and then finally all the children that were sitting on the desk taking the test stand up, and they all look at me, and they all start clapping. So it's just a bunch of clapping kids like looking at me clapping, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Did I just join a cult? What am I doing? And then the teacher comes out and she's clapping. She's like, oh my god, like you did it, you took the test and you did so well. This is such a rare thing to do. Usually the kids score better than like our random testers, because you know they have like a high IQ. And she's like, but you beat the game, you won. And she's like, now we're gonna take you to space, and you're gonna be like the new teacher to all of us, and you're gonna like help us reach salvation. And now it's making me laugh. And then I'm just like, what the heck? Like, what is going on? I was like, I don't want to go to space anymore. This is clearly not like a space vacation ticket that I won. Like, why? Why? Like, don't take me to space. I'm fucking scared. Don't take me. And then, boom, dream is over, and I wake up. Obviously, it. What? What the heck? And I don't know what kind of subconscious things are coming out of my head. Clearly, maybe I'm scared of responsibility or something. I'm scared of space. But I guess I'm down to take a risk because I'm scared, and I still did it. So I'm proud of apparently my dream version of me is probably more courageous for sure, because I think if that was real life, I would not have gone. And she's also really crazy because she didn't read the contract beforehand before she signed it. And I certainly would have, because then I probably would have known if I joined this weird space cult trying to brainwash me. But yeah. Anyway, so I thought that would be a fun thing to talk about, just because you know everything that I've been posting has been very not lighthearted, has been kind of heavy. And yeah, so if you keep liking these videos, I'm gonna post another story time on Sunday. Maybe it'll be, well, maybe it's a dream time video, but maybe another dream. And then this Wednesday, my bloopers from last week from stream are there, so follow me. Check out the description for all the links and everything. And oh yeah, one more thing. I started my own Etsy shop since I've been filming my story times while doing these animal portraits. And if you guys want to check it out, check the link in the description box. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys, well, I'll talk to you guys during stream or next week. Good night.